Did you know a gang once ran a fake landscaping company just to rob a bank from underground? In 2005, thieves spent months renting a property 2 blocks from the Central Bank of Brazil in Fortaleza. They dug 256 feet through solid earth straight into the vault. They walked out with $70 million in untraceable bills, the biggest cash heist ever recorded. But the perfect crime fell apart fast. Crew members started dying. Arrests followed. Millions vanished without explanation. Most of the money was never found. The robbery was easy. Surviving it was not. Did you know the most elaborate diamond heist in British history was actually a trap the whole time? On November 7th, 2000, a gang drove a JCB digger straight through the wall of the Millennium Dome in London. Their target was £200 million worth of diamonds, including the Millennium Star. But Scotland Yard's flying squad had been watching for months. They quietly swapped every single gem for fakes before the crew arrived. The robbers were stealing glass. Armed officers hidden inside the dome waited until the moment was perfect. The hunters walked straight into a cage they never saw coming. Did you know one man robbed 300 million yen from an armored car without ever drawing a weapon? December 1968. A man dressed as a police officer pulled over the vehicle on a quiet Japanese road. He told the crew their boss had received a bomb threat. The car was rigged to explode. The crew stepped out. He climbed in and drove away. No violence, no chaos, just calm. Japan launched its biggest investigation ever. 110,000 suspects, 170 detectives, 20 years of searching. They never found him. In 1988, the case expired, unsolved, forever. Did you know the most prolific counterfeiter in history served almost no prison time? Frank Barassa had zero criminal experience, but he spent 2 years reverse engineering the exact paper blend and ink chemistry used in real U.S. currency. Then he printed $250 million in fake $20 bills, so convincing that trained bank tellers couldn't catch them. The Secret Service eventually found his operation, but Barassa negotiated his way out like a seasoned lawyer. He walked free, then wrote a memoir about the whole thing. The system that couldn't catch his fakes couldn't punish him either. Did you know the most audacious heist in British history was pulled off by a group of pensioners? Easter weekend, 2015. A crew with an average age in their late 60s rented a drill, dropped into an elevator shaft, and bored through a 20-inch concrete vault wall over 2 nights at Hatton Garden Safe Deposits in London. They walked out with £14 million in cash, diamonds, and jewelry. These weren't masterminds. They were aging career criminals with bad knees and worse tempers, arguing over logistics like men planning a fishing trip. They got caught because they kept meeting at the same pub. Ambition is ageless. Tradecraft is not. Did you know a 23-year-old French con man convinced a Texas family their missing son had come home, even though he looked nothing like him? Frederick Bourdin had dark eyes, a thick accent, and no resemblance to blonde, blue-eyed Nicholas Barclay, who vanished in 1994. But the family welcomed him anyway. Investigators couldn't understand it, until they started digging deeper into the family itself. The answer was darker than the con. Borden didn't need sophisticated tools or a perfect disguise. He only needed one thing: a family so desperate to believe, they refused to see the truth right in front of them. Did you know a thief spent an entire year pretending to be his victim's neighbor before stealing over $100 million in a single weekend? Leonardo Notarbartolo rented an office inside Antwerp's Diamond Center in 2002. He dressed the part, made friends, and memorized every camera, every guard, every lock. Then one February weekend in 2003, his crew bypassed 10 layers of security and emptied the vault completely. Police had nothing, until they found a half-eaten salami sandwich at an abandoned campsite nearby. It had his DNA on it, a year of genius. Undone by lunch. Did you know a hockey goalie robbed over 30 banks while still playing professional matches? Attila Ambrus tended goal for a Budapest hockey club in the 1990s, earning almost nothing as Hungary's economy collapsed around him. So he started robbing banks between games. He always came in disguise, whiskey flask in hand, calm as a man running an errand. The tabloids called him the whiskey robber. The public loved him. Police chased him for years while fans cheered from the stands. They finally caught him. He broke out of prison, and somehow that only made the legend bigger.